Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you read by the title, today I'm going to be doing my everyday glam look. So I don't do this like necessarily on an everyday basis. This is just to like run errands, hang out with friends, hang out with family, take pictures. So anything like that where I don't really know what look to do, this is my go-to look, guys. So I quickly, before we get into it, I did want to mention I have been off YouTube for about 3 weeks. I actually just wanted to take off like a week, but just because of everything that's been going on in the world. First it was like coronavirus, and now with the protesting and the Black Lives Matter movement, I decided to actually take off an additional 2 weeks after that. I just didn't feel right posting anything. I was really just educating myself as much as I possibly could. I was watching movies, signing petitions, donating, all of that, and I just felt like it wasn't the time to be posting really on any social media platforms. Like I just didn't, I mean, to each his own, but personally I just didn't feel like it was the right time, especially to be posting makeup tutorials. That was the last thing on my mind, or pretty much anyone's mind. So I just wanted to quickly mention that's why I was off of YouTube for about 2 weeks, but I did finally sit down and film today, now that I'm in better spirits, and I'm still doing my part with signing petitions, donating, researching, all of that. So I encourage all of you to do the same. Please educate yourselves as much as possible and do your part. Like, you know, the change comes with us. So I would definitely encourage all of you to use your resources. It is 2020. Educate yourselves, and hopefully we make a positive change. I will link a ton of resources down below if you guys want to check it out, sign petitions, do all of that. I will link everything I can find down in the description box. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly mention that. Thank you guys for being patient with me, and now we can go ahead and jump right into the video. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump into it. I look a hot mess right now. I just washed my hair, and I have been breaking out a ridiculous amount in my chin area again. I don't know what's going on. I need to get this serum that has salicylic acid in it. I feel like ever since I stopped using it, my acne has come back and just been a pain in my ass. So with my brows, I'm going to go in with the Morphe pomade in the shade Almond, and I'm going to use my Anastasia number 12 brush. This is what I always use to do my brows. I don't know if you guys can take advice from me with the brow situation, because my brows have been looking so bad lately. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the pomade, but regardless of what I use, my brows have just been looking really bad. And then the next thing I do for my brows is I love to take the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. It looks just like this. It's like a little guy. I got it from Ulta for about like $1 or $2. Super cheap. But I absolutely love this brow gel, because it kind of just fills it in. Not only that, but it actually has like a tint to it. It's in the shade Brownie Brows, and it kind of gives that hair-like strokes. I like to fill them in, well, the whole brow, but especially the front of my brows, and I just flick it up, and it definitely helps actually make it look like it's hair rather than like a pomade. So that's what the brow is looking like. It actually doesn't look too bad today. It usually looks 1,000 times worse. But I'm going to go ahead and do the other brow off camera, same exact thing, and I will be right back to show you guys my eye portion. Okay, so I'm just going to take that concealer I used to carve out my brows, and I'm going to use this as a primer. You can use anything. So normally for like my everyday glam, I won't do any eyeshadow, or I'll do like a really light bronzy shade on it. The only reason I'm even using a concealer on my lid right now for like an everyday glam is because a pet peeve of mine, like a huge pet peeve of mine, is when people do like a full face or will do their eyeliner, and when people leave their eyelids just blank and add no sort of like concealer, no sort of eyeshadow, no sort of like foundation even, it doesn't match. Because generally, like with everyone I know, for me specifically, I have like veins in my eyelids that you can see, and they just look like my normal skin, and it just doesn't match with my base, because my base is a lot more like perfect, should I say. I'm not really gonna do that much eyeshadow today. I'm just gonna do like a light wash of color and then really subtle though. So I just picked out my Modern Renaissance palette. I just take a light bronze shade on my eyelids for my everyday glam routine, just to again give it a wash of color. You can use a bronzer, or you can use like any sort of warm tones, or I have like this cool tone brown, so I'm just deciding if I want to do like a cool tone or a warm tone. But I think I'm just gonna go in with burnt orange and just put that all over my lid. Okay, so I have this ColourPop eyeliner that I bought when I did my full face using ColourPop, and it's not my favorite. I actually don't like the pen eyeliners. They're just, I feel like they're a little harder to work with. I definitely prefer a brush applicator for my eyeliner, but since I'm running out, I don't think I can even do both eyes with my NYX one right now because I'm so low on it. So I'm just gonna take this and try to make it look good. It's so much harder to do it with a pen eyeliner. I think that should be okay. I like don't even use makeup wipes anymore because they're terrible for your skin. I just use this for my like cleaning up my eyeshadow or my eyeliner, so that's why I keep it there, but normally I wouldn't use them. And then just coat this one. So I'm gonna go do this eye off camera, and then I will be back to show you guys what lashes I'm going to be using and to go on with my... Okay guys, so for lashes, I just applied some glue to them. I'm using the Koko lashes in the shade Risque. Okay, so if you guys don't know about Koko lashes, they are a pretty old eyelash brand. Like back in, I want to say 2016, everyone used to use these, especially me, as I love this style in particular. They were some of my favorite, and yeah, you can get them at ladymossbeauty, I believe, .com. You can only get them online, but they were huge back in like 2016, 2017, and then since there's so many new eyelash brands popping up, I feel like people kind of forgot about them, and I even did. But I've been looking for lashes for my eye type for forever, which is why I generally just use like one or two styles, just because my eye shape is a little different than most people's. They're kind of small and round, and most lashes do not fit my eye type. They always look super crazy. I've gotten like the Lily lashes in Miami, and they look insane on me because I have such small eyes, and they just don't look good like how they look on everyone else, because my eye type is very different. I was reminded of these, I don't even know how, but I remember that Risque was so beautiful and it fit my eye shape so well, and it just gave me that really glam effect without doing too much, being heavy, or looking crazy on my specific eye type. So I absolutely love them. And then I also got Queen Bee, which are a little more dramatic, but they still fit my eye shape really well. So I would definitely recommend, if you have like the struggle of finding a good eyelash, try Koko lashes, because they are some of the best. So that's what that looks like. Looks really nice. It's really full and fluffy, but they feel so soft. Like they feel so light on my eyes. So this is like a super nice everyday style. So if you're looking for some and you want it to be really lightweight but still emphasize your eyes and your eye look, Risque is the way to go by Koko lashes. So go ahead and get those. So next I'm moving on to my base. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Jellypop Dew Primer. It's one of my favorites. And then I'm also gonna go in with the pore filler because my pores have been out of control. So I'm just gonna And I'm also going to take my Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer for those pores that I was talking about. So once I have that on, I'm actually going to use a mist, a facial mist, just to kind of hydrate my skin. My skin's been very dry, acne prone. It's been a whole mess, so I'm just going to use this. I've been doing this lately, and I actually got this from Trader Joe's. This is the watermelon facial mist. It says refresh and hydrate, and I just thought it was so cute, and I've used it before once. I really like it to actually prime my skin with. Let me do that. So for foundation, I'm actually going to mix two foundations. I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage SPF 50 foundation. And I'm going to use this because it is summer. It is super hot, really hot here in Texas. The sun is blazing. And I actually switched to a sunscreen on my face that is SPF 30. And if I'm going out, I really don't like reapplying my sunscreen because it's like, how? So I just like to go in with like extra coverage of foundation that has SPF in it, just to make sure it's like double on there. So I'll do this one. This one's a little light for me. This is in the shade 220 Natural Beige. I did get a little bit of a tan. It should be fine, but I'm going to actually mix in a little bit of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation in the shade F11. This is a little darker, and this is like my summer shade. So it's mostly going to be this one, and just a little bit of that one will be mixed in. And the reason I didn't add too much foundation to my under eyes is because in the summer, like I said, it is summertime, and I did a summer makeup tutorial if you guys want to check that out, but it's besides the point. In the summer, just in the heat in general, I like to minimize as much makeup as possible. I know this is like a glam everyday look, so even then I like to just feel super lightweight. So I don't like to put foundation in my under eye area and then add concealer on top, because it just makes it feel that much heavier. So I'll just leave this area on my under eye wherever I'm going to put concealer empty, and then just add concealer to it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to add a different one since I forgot to color correct today. I'm going to use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer in the shade brightner. So it has like a pink undertone, and since my foundation is a little more yellow and I forgot to color correct, I'm just going to add this. Yeah, so I like to switch out my concealers. I love the Age Rewind, especially in this shade, and especially when I'm super tan and then my under eyes are super bright. That is like my favorite look, and this concealer just helps with that. So I love using it in the summertime. And of course, to contour, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild contour stick. I've been using this forever, and I still am not even close to running out, and I use it every day. It's a great contour stick. So for baking, I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder in the shade Pound Cake. It's such an amazing powder. It smooths out your under eye. It doesn't feel too heavy. I actually don't have to leave it on that long in my under eye area. I'm going to take a dry beauty blender and pack that on. And then I'm gonna, of course, go in with my LA Girl Pro Face HD powder in the shade Natural. Yeah, it's Natural. And I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with this. And I feel like this powder makes a huge difference versus when I don't use it. So now we're looking a little bit more matte. And then I dust it off super quickly. Now for bronzer, I'm going in with my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. I love, 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 love this one for the summertime. I basically only use it in the summertime just because of the orange undertone it has in it. It just literally screams summer. It looks as if I went and got a tan, which I have been doing lately. So it just complements my skin tone really, really well in the summertime. But every other time of the year, it's a little bit too orange. I have to be super tan, so it's like my summer bronzer. I love it. So for blush, I'm going to take the infamous Milani Luminoso blush, and I'm going to take it on this brush here. I usually use my Wet n Wild one that has like kind of like a curve to it, but I've been liking this one. Actually, it packs it on a little better. So if you have a brush like this, try it out because I feel like it just applies it a lot better to the cheek area. And for highlighter, I'm going to use just a little bit of the Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch highlighter. I absolutely love this one. I kind of forgot about it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. So pigmented, but I'm going to use just a little bit. So now to set the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray Oil Control. I love to keep my lower lashes as just minimal as possible. I like to just pretty much add mascara and go, but I know that I have to add just a little bit of color. That's why I like to do really light shades when I'm not trying to go full glam for like an everyday look. So I'll just mimic the shade I do in my eyeshadow, like on my crease, and put that on my lower lashes, and then just add some mascara, and I'm good to go. And then I'm going to take a shimmer shade. I'm going to take the shade Primavera from the Modern Renaissance and put that on my inner corner and on my lash, or on my brow bone. So we're almost done, and I cut my hair so it looks super healthy now. So happy. So I'm gonna use my Morphe lip liner in the shade Sweetheart, line my lips with this. And I'm going to take, what brand is this by? Maybelline? I think this is Maybelline. Yeah, Maybelline 650 Nude Embrace Lipstick. Alright guys, and this is my everyday glam look. This is what I do whenever I'm going out to the mall with my friends. Anything that's not super special occasion, anything like that, this is the look I do. I switch some products here and there, like foundations, I'll switch just depending on my mood. But for the most part, I always tend to do something lightweight like that, but still full coverage. So I really like the look. This is what it looks like. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in my next video.